You want to be a guest on other people's podcasts, and I'm going to show you how. Every single day, there are hundreds of media opportunities happening inside our Need a Guest Facebook group of podcasters who are looking for guests, journalists who are looking for stories, people who have a stage, they're looking for speakers. And I want to help you to be a guest and get booked on more podcasts every single week. My name's Angel Tuccy. I am the host of the Need a Guest Facebook group. They call me the Media Matchmaker. I have been connecting people with stages, podcasts, radio shows, television, magazine, an entire ecosystem of media platforms for the last 5 years. And prior to that, I was a radio talk show host out of Denver, Colorado, hosting 2 radio shows every single day. So I have been in this space for a long time. This is totally my jam, and I am here to help you get booked on more podcasts. The very first thing that you can do, if you haven't already, make sure you have plugged into our Facebook group called Need a Guest. Need a Guest is a free service that we provide to you to help you find quality guests for your shows if you have them, but more importantly, to help my guests, right? Help guests get booked on more stages. So go to needaguest.com, make sure that you apply and enter into the group. We just crossed over 20,000 people in the group, so lots of opportunities for you to connect, to be a guest. There are hundreds of opportunities every single day, and we want to play media matchmaker for you. But how do you, right? We want you to stand out. There's a lot of people in this space. It's finding a needle in a haystack. So we want you to stand out as a quality guest. And that's what this training is here to help you. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to get booked on more podcasts. And then I'm also going to introduce you to our Media Guest Academy, where we work with you for 8 weeks. It's an 8-week training where we train you on how to find, how to be a guest, how to find more quality podcasts, how to stand out, and how to get booked every single week. And it is an 8-week program that I'm going to introduce you to. But first, let's get you into the training so that you can get booked on more podcasts. First thing we want to create is some demand, right? Or some clarity over what you speak on, what shows are a great fit for you. And so we need to create what we call our media magnet, right? This is the keyword or phrase that when people think of this phrase, they think of you. When they think of you, they think of this phrase. This is help us to attract the right stages, the right podcasts, the right shows, and also the right clients into your sales castle. So this is your magnet. So at the top of your notebook or page, if you're taking notes, write the word magnet, right? My media magnet, and a handful of key phrases that you speak on. Right? What do you speak on? Is it health, wealth, finance, relationships, energy, triumph over trauma, right? What do you speak on? What are a few keywords or key phrases that we need to be on the lookout, that we can actually play media matchmaker and find the right media opportunities, the right podcast opportunities for you? And we think about these key phrases. Also think about who do you serve? Like, who's the audience? What would a podcaster be asking for? Right? I'm asking for business coaches. I'm asking for busy entrepreneurs. Women in network marketing. Right? Think about the phrase and who you serve, right? Who they would be looking for, right? Who they want to be as a guest on their shows. So we want to write down some key phrases, some keywords, so we know what we're looking for when we go out to this incredible Facebook group that has over 20,000 members inside of it. Now that we know what we're looking for, we want to be able to respond appropriately, right, to the queries that people are asking for. I'm looking for busy entrepreneurs. I'm looking for burnt out podcasters. I'm looking for, right, who they're looking for. And we want to be able to respond with a 3-sentence response. Right? This is kind of your media introduction, your podcast introduction. It's really a response introduction. And these 3 things are: who are you, right? Who you are, who you help, and the results of having you as a guest on my show. So I'm Angel Tuccy. I'm a media specialist. I help authors and speakers get booked on more podcasts, right? And so what is the result? So think about who you are, who you help, and the results. So you want to have like 2 or 3 sentences that you can respond in a Facebook post, right? So they're saying, I'm looking for a guest, to interview, and then you're going to comment and put your 2 or 3 sentences for who, so you stand out in the crowd, and it's who you are, who you serve, and what's the result, right? Those three pieces. You also want to have, like, just as a backup, right? Just as a list for you to be able to respond and fill out media applications, like guest applications. What are the top three things you would share in an interview? So this is my topic, right? I speak on spiritual well-being. I speak on publicity and PR. This is who I serve, right? Speakers, authors, coaches, top, high level 6 and 7 figure organizations. Like, who do I serve? And this is the results, right? That they're going to get from a media interview for me. They're going to learn how to find media opportunities, what to send, right? And how to monetize an interview. And then, so those are my top three things, right? That I'm going to share in an interview. You want to know what your top three things are that you're going to be able to share as value, because we're using podcasts, we're using stages to build our audience, to build our following. Exposure comes first, right? Exposure creates the demand, and then we create profit. So that's kind of the order: exposure, demand, and then profit. How do we create that exposure? We're a guest on 2 stages or 2 podcasts a week. We use other people's stages. We use those podcasts to attract more leads, right? To build our email list. And out of that email list, that's where we create the demand. So now when we have something to sell, we have people to sell it to. So we're using 2 stages a week, right? 2 podcasts a week, 2 interviews a week to build up our list, to build our email list, create demand, and then we create profit. So that's the order: exposure first and then profit. And 2 interviews a week, right? 2 interviews a week puts you in front of 100 different audiences over the course of the year, right? 100 different audiences can bring you in an unlimited amount of new leads every single month. And so think about, if I had 25 new leads coming in and I got 10 of them into a webinar or a sales call, and I got 2 new clients, like, I could do that. I could do that every single week, right? 25 new leads, 10 into a webinar or a sales call, and 2 new clients. And this is a cadence and a rhythm that is really easy. Most people really struggle with, I need more clients, right? I need more leads. I need more exposure. Leveraging our Need a Guest Facebook group is an amazing tool for you, and we've made it free. So hopefully you're a part of that, and you're using that, and you're responding to guests. So you found your target or your media magnet topic. You're using your 2 or 3 sentence pitch, right, to introduce yourself and respond to those queries. And then you're booking 2 interviews a week is the goal, right? To get you in front of 100 fresh new audiences.